So in the first subtopic, you learn variables and algebraic expressions. So in the second subtopic, you are going to learn algebraic expression involving basic operation. The basic operations are like plus, minus, divide, multiply. These are the basic operation, including the bracket lah. Okay, so today we are going to learn add and subtract, algebraic expression, plus and minus. After that, the repeated multiplication. You're going to see what is a repeated multiplication. And then you are going to learn how to multiply and divide. So I try to finish it at one go because I think that this part is quite easy as long as you know add, subtract, and the multiplication that we learned last week using the integer. Some of you already got it. You get full mark. Positive times positive, you get positive. And then positive times negative, what do you get?
Negative.
Negative, very good. And then this one you got to bear in mind. Some of you still got it wrong. Negative times negative equal to what? Positive. So we are going to apply this to add and subtract the algebraic expression. Okay, we will enter into it. Let's see. How do you add and subtract two or more algebraic expression? Hopefully you still remember what is an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression consists of algebraic terms. For example, x plus 2x plus 3y and so on. Okay, and also a number like this. So how do we add and subtract two or more algebraic expression if you have two or more? First step you need to know, we are going to gather the like term. Do you know the meaning of gather? You know, right?
Yes.
Gather the like term. Yes. Okay. Can you tell me what are the like terms here for this expression? Still remember like terms? Like terms means the variable are the same. So from the given, which one are the like terms?
X and 2x.
Yes, this one are the like terms. So they are actually gathered together already, this one. So we don't have to solve anything. But if they are different, for example, the 2x is at the back. So we are going to gather them together. Gather them means you group them together. Okay. So the next step is to add or subtract the like terms. Add or subtract. So you just remember these two steps. First one, gather. Second, then you add or subtract. Okay, we look at the example. So this is the example. Simplify each of the following. A, 3x plus 5y plus 8x minus y minus 9. So I want you to bear in mind later on, because over here, plus a bracket means positive times this is positive. So we are going to get a positive number. This one positive times negative is negative. And then positive times negative is negative. Okay, so we are going to try to solve the first question. First, remember the step, you have to gather the like terms. Can you tell me which one is the like term over here? Anyone?
3x and 8x.
Yes, very good. We are going to combine 3x and 8x because these two are like terms. They have the same variable. So 3x plus 8x. Why plus? Because of the operation of positive over here. Okay. Can you give me another pair of like term?
5y and y.
Very good. 5y and y. So these two are like terms. So I'm going to copy down. It's a positive 5y. And then this one is positive times negative. So it will be minus y. So lastly, the remaining is the number. The number is always at the back. So positive times negative, we get a negative 9. We just copy down. So we already gather the like terms. Second step, we are going to add or subtract. It depends on the operation given. So this is plus, meaning 3x plus 8x. We are going to get 11x. And then this one, positive 5y minus y, means 5 minus 1, right? Because if not written the 1 over here, it still means 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4y. So it's a positive there. And then the negative 9, you just copy down, minus 9. That's all for question A. Easy, right?
Yes.
Then we move to B. So now B, we have a very long expression. You can see 12mn. While we are reading, try to identify the like terms. 12mn minus 4p plus 6 plus 7p minus 10mn plus p minus 2. Okay, tell me the first pair of like terms.
12
mn and
10 and
10 mn.
Very good. 12 mn. We plus or we minus 10 mn?
Minus.
Very good. Minus 10 mn. Okay, because of the sign over here, negative times positive is negative. Okay, what is the second pair? We already got the first pair. What is the second pair of like terms?
4p and
4p, 7p, and p.
Yes, very good. So it's not a pair. There are three terms over here. So you follow the sign, negative 4p. And then this one, positive 7p. And the last one is negative times positive. We get a negative p. Lastly is the number. The only number here we have is 2. It's a negative here, but you have to figure out. Negative times negative is positive 2. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yes, so we are going to solve the like term here. 12 minus 10. 12 and n minus 10 mn is just like, yeah?
The number 6, you forgot the number 6.
Oh, correct. I forgot the number 6. Thank you for reminding. So we should plus 6 and plus 2. So I just write down the plus 6 at the back. It's the same. Thank you. Okay, then we can solve this already. 12 mn minus 10 mn is just like 12 apple minus 10 apple. How many apple left?
2.
Correct. 2. 2 mn. Then we solve the next one. Negative 4p plus 7p. So how much is it?
3.
Correct. It's positive 3p. And then, sorry, we minus again. Minus p, how much will it be? Just now we have 3p for these two, right?
1p.
Yes. You minus 1p. How much is the remaining?
2.
2. Correct. Okay, I repeat again. This part we are going to do it whole together. Negative 4p plus 7p minus p. So negative 4 plus 7 is a positive 3. Positive 3 minus 1p, we get a 2p. Okay, and then 2 plus 6 is
8.
8. Yes, that's all. We already simplified the algebra expression. Okay, so now let's look at the self-practice that we have in your book. Look at the first question. Simplify each of the following. Can you tell me what do I do first?
Identify the like term.
Yes, you gather the like term. Gather them. So which one are the like term?
2, 3x and 5x.
Very good. 3x and 5x are like terms. And also negative 2y and 9y are like terms. Okay, so this one will be 3x plus 5x. We get 8x. Negative 2y plus 9y. How much is it?
7.
7y. Very good. Okay, so we just carry on. We are going to continue with the next one. So you can see the next one that we have over here. What is the product of the repeated multiplication of algebra expression? So in the second subtopic, this is one of it that we are going to learn. That is the repeated multiplication. From the word repeated multiplication, we know that it is something like A times A times A, or B times B times B. It keeps repeating. That is the meaning of repeated multiplication. So we try to go through this exploration activity to let you understand how the expression or how the term will be. Okay, so if you look at the first figure here, this one, we know that if you want to find the area, so it will be 2, the length multiplied by the width. So this is a square, easy. So it will be 2 times 2 centimeter. Okay, then it becomes what? Squared centimeter. Can you guess what is the number here? Can you guess?
4.
It's 4, correct, but we cannot write down 4 here. Why? Because there is a square. There is a square. So 4 is what?
2.
Yeah, correct. 2 squared. Okay, so you can see, again, we go to the right here. Again, this is also a square with the measurement of A and A for both the width and length. So the area will be A times A. So the answer that we have down here will be
A
A.
squared.
Yes, very good. What about this one? We have B and B for the square. So the area is
B times B.
times D, correct. So we will have B
Squared.
You remember this, huh? Then we go to the next one, You notice that we have A times A, we get A squared, Now we have 3 dimension. So 3 dimension means that we are looking for the volume right now, the volume. Okay, so the volume, what should we write down over here? It is equal to length times width multiplied by the height. So length times width times height. I should write down in the bracket there. The box here, it is 2 times 2 times 2. So can you see the small tree here?
Yes.
So what should I fill in this box here?
2.
Correct, it is 2. The 3 to indicate 1, 2, 3. 3, number 2. 3, number 2. Okay? So now what about this volume that is labeled with A? What should I fill in?
A times
A
A
times
times
A
A.
times A.
Yes. So the answer will be A to the power of 3.
Cube.
Yes, correct. A cube. And the last one, if it is represented using B, so the volume is B
Times B times B.
So it will be B
Cube.
Okay. If I have another B over here, what will be the answer? B to the power of 4. It depends on the number of B. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I have a 4 over here. Okay, that's the meaning. So I continue. From the result of the exploration activity, this one you just go through. You don't have to worry. It is found that A times A equal to A squared. A times A times A equal to A cubed. So the repeated multiplication of A by 3 times, 1, 2, 3. If the repeated multiplication of A is by n times, because why n times? Because there is a dot, dot, dot over here. We don't know how many times. It can be 10, it can be 100, it can be 1,000. So we don't know how many times. We put it as n. Okay, the unknown or variable, we don't know, so we replace it with unknown. Therefore, the A will be to the power of n. N to represent n times, but we don't know. If they already mentioned the n time over here is 999 times, so meaning the n over here, it is 999. Okay, it will be A to the power of 999. Okay, but then you don't learn until that extent, so no worry. Okay, so now we look at the next one. So the generalization regarding the repeated multiplication of algebra expression are recognized as follows. So if we have bracket A times B, A plus B, times A plus B. Remember, this is a times, the middle part. So it will be A plus B squared. Squared because we have 2A plus B. If we have 1, 2, 3A plus B, then it will be A plus B in bracket cube. Because we have 3 set of A plus B over there. If we have 4 set of A plus B, you see, 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set. So it will be A plus B to the power of 4. Okay? And then in general, you look at the last one. If we have A plus B and then another dot, 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 meaning that we don't know how many. So we are going to replace it with the value of n. Meaning it is A plus B to the power of n. Okay, so they show you the description over here. It is a repeated multiplication of the algebra expression in bracket A plus B by n times. Okay, we are going to move to the example so that you understand better. Now we look at example 9. Simplify each of the following. Simplify. So you need to simplify it. Ringkaskan. So first one, m times m times m times m. Can you tell me how many m in here?
4.
4.
4, right? So the answer will be m to the power of
4.
4.
yes, B. That's the answer. Okay, now we look at B, this one. X plus 7 in bracket times x plus 7. So the same thing, right? We copy down first. It is x plus 7 in bracket. How many x plus 7?
2.
So the power is
8.
2. Okay? Now we look at the third one. P minus 3q. P minus 3q multiply by P minus 3q. So when we multiply 3 of them, okay, means we have P minus 3q in bracket. How many times it is to the power of 3? Correct.
3.
That's the answer. Are you okay, class?
Yes.
Yes. Huh? Okay, now later on I'm going to give you a simple quiz. Simple quiz you answer in your group so that you can collect points. Okay, write each of the following in the form of repeated multiplication. Now it's the other way around. Just now we simplify this. We simplify this becomes this. Now we are changing this back to the repeated multiplication. So all of this, and this, we call it repeated multiplication, because you can see the multiplication sign, it keeps repeating with the same variable. Okay, you see the multiplication sign. 1, 2, multiplication sign. So now we are changing this back to this. Let's look at the question given. Write each of the following in the form of repeated multiplication. So we look at A. Simple, right? By referring to the power, we know that if it is 2, we keep repeating it twice. It will be x plus 4y. What do I write down next? I should write down
Times.
times. Remember, it's a time, okay? Times the same thing, x plus 4y. That's all. It's the answer already. Okay, simple. Now we look at B. B is 9p minus q in bracket. Cube, the cube is important. So how many times do I write down at the
3 times.
3.
times? Very good. So the same thing, I keep repeating. 9p minus q times 9p minus q. Yes, times 9p minus q. Done. That's the answer. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yes. Right. Now it's quiz time. Let me see. Is it here? Here. It's from your practice, So I'll give you a few questions. You just give me the answer. You know your group already, right? So 8 groups. Coincidentally, Ruth is not here anymore. So everyone, each of the group will have 5 members. Okay, so this is your total. Total mark you can see at the back. This is the total mark for each of the group. Okay, so now you just need to answer me to tell me what is the answer. Okay, so from the first group, I want you to type down so that I can see who is answering first. Okay, so the question, the first one that I want you to do, simplify each of the following. Oh, cannot type down. You need to use microphone to tell me. A, can you tell me PQ times PQ times PQ? What is the answer?
PQ3.
PQ squared.
PQ3, who is that?
Cube. PQ cube.
PQ cube, who is that just now, the first person?
Me.
You, Kathleen, thank you. So Kathleen is getting marked for her group. Here, Kathleen. Okay, group 3 add another mark that is for today here. So I continue with the question. I simply choose only, Okay, C, 8x plus 3y. What is the answer for this one?
8x
plus
3y
cube.
3y cube.
Who said that first?
Me.
Oh, 3%. Okay, I give 3 of you the mark. No is Mahani, Vanessa, and no Shamina. No is Mahani. Vanessa, let me see. Vanessa first. Okay. No, it's Mahani. Here, 1 mark for your group. And another person, who is that already? Oh, no, Shamina. Okay, give me some time. No, Shamina. Wow. Group 6, 2 marks. Okay, next question, this one. Write down the following in the form of repeated multiplication. Question A.
2 plus 7.
2 plus 7x
7 times 2 plus 7.
multiply 2 plus 7x.
Okay, how many of you answer me? Alicia, Michelle, and Ismahani, right?
Yes.
Okay, I give 3 of you the mark. Alicia, Michelle, and Noor Ismahani. Alicia, Michelle, and Noor Ismahani. Wow, Noor Ismahani already get 2 marks for the group. Okay, last one. PQ plus 5p plus q in bracket to the power of 4.
5p plus
5p
q multiply 5p plus q multiply 5 plus q
Okay, a lot of you are answering me. Can someone, can you type here? I want to see who finished typing first. That's a person that I'm going to give you mark. I repeat the question. 5p plus q to the power of 4. So I want to see who finished typing first.
5p plus
This is training your typing skill. 5p plus q times 5p plus q times 5p. Yes, correct. Alicia got it first. Alicia can type very fast. So Alicia get another mark for your group. 2 points already. Okay, I'm going to save it first. So we continue with the lesson first. Later on, we have some more quiz going on. Okay, so example 10, you don't have problem with the repeated multiplication. You also don't have problem to simplify it. So we continue with multiply and divide. Multiply and divide algebraic expression is very easy. That's why I continue a lot of subtopic today. So to continue the multiplication and divide of algebraic expression, okay, if it is one term, then you gather all the same variable and then you multiply the number with the number and the variable with the variable. For example, if I have 2ab squared, how do I write? You just need to split them. Write down in the form of repeated multiplication. That will be 2 times a times b times b. You learned this just now, right? The b squared is b times b. You just need to write down this way. And then we solve it. Okay? So let's look at example 11. Somebody please off your microphone. Okay, I have 3ab squared times 4a cubed b. So how do I write down? Simple. I just write down everything. This one comes first. So it is 3 times a times b. How many b? How many b?
2.
Yeah, because the power is 2. Thank you. So we keep on writing down. It's a multiply. I copy down. 4 times a times a times a times b. After that, what do? Is we are going to gather or group the number and the variable. Number with number. So the number that we have is 3 and 4. Okay, 3 and 4, I'm going to gather them together. So it will be 3 times 4. After that, I multiply again with the one that is the same. You see, I have a. How many a? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to gather all the 4a together. After that, I have 1, 2, 3b. So multiply b, b, b. Lastly, then I can get my answer already by multiply it to get the value. 3 times 4, the answer is 12.
12.
Yes. Then you see a. So we simplify it becomes a to the power of 4. How many b we have?
3.
3. So it is b cubed. So it's done already. Are you okay?
Yes.
yes.
All right. Okay, then we move on. That is the multiplication. So now you just need to know this one. The quotient of algebraic expression with one term. Okay, the quotient. Do you remember what is quotient? Quotient dalam bahasa Melayu, hasil bahagi. Tahu apa hasil bahagi tak? For example, what is the quotient of 10 divided by 2? 5, correct. This one is the quotient. Okay, so the quotient of algebraic expression with one term can be obtained by eliminating the common factor. Eliminate means you hapuskan. Hapuskan common factor. What are common factor? It's just like 2ab. The factor for 2ab, for example, if ab is a variable, the factor is 2. If a is a variable, the factor is 2b. Okay, it's just like the coefficient multiplied by the factor. So don't worry about this. This is just a bit of explanation to you. The most important is to know how to solve it. So let us look at example 12 here. Simplify 20m to the power of 4 n squared divided by 5m squared n cubed. So how do we write? Usually you change it to the form of fraction. Hopefully you still remember how to change to fraction. Huh? It is equal. I think I make it less thicker. Okay, here. Equal to 20m to the power of 4n squared over, change it to fraction, 5m squared n cubed. After that, you write down in the form of repeated multiplication for both of the terms. So we look at the first term here. I'm going to change it to the form of repeated multiplication. So it will be 20 times m, because I have 4m from the power over here. This power, just to let you know, we also call it exponent. So sometimes when you see the word, they will tell you exponent of something, 2 exponent what? So it's actually referring to the power. Okay, we use the word exponent in the higher level, maybe in form 4 and form 5 later. Okay, so we continue, multiply, the m is done, so we have n now, copy the n, because we have 2n, over. So it will be 5 times how many m?
2.
Yes, correct, times 2m. Times how many n?
3.
3, very good, you understand. 3n. So what do we do next? Because they ask you to simplify, meaning that you have to permudahkan, make it simple. So we can just simplify it by cutting. I'm going to cut from the back. It's up to you. You can cut from the front. 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 4, 20. So cut the m with the m. M with the m. M. Oh, cannot cut. Sorry. So I have to undo. Okay, now we have n down here. This one, so it will be paired with the n on top. This one paired with this one. So lastly, you just need to count how much is remaining. So it is 4 m. There are 2 m. It is 4 m squared over 1 times n is 1 n. So we just write down n. So that's the answer. It's done already. Do you have question?
No.
No, you understand? Okay, very simple, right? So we've already done multiplication. You see, this one is multiplication. And then we've already done the division. Now it's the combination. Combination meaning that you will have multiplication, you will have division. So let's look at the example here. You see example 13. Simplify 21xy times 6x divided by 14y cubed z. So when it comes to the combination of multiplication and division, will it be difficult? No, it's still very simple. You just need to combine them together. So here, I'm going to write down in the form of fraction too. So whenever you see division, you are going to write down in the form of fraction. Meaning it will be 21xy times x over 14y cubed z. So I write down 21xy times 6x over. Okay, then I continue by writing down in the form of repeated multiplication. So it will be 21 times x times y times 6 times x. over 14 times y times y times y times z. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So now I'm going to simplify. Okay, good. You understand. So I'm going to simplify the 14 and 21. 14 and 21, what is the common factor that we can use?
7.
7, right? Thank you. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 3, 21. Okay, so we hold on that one first. Then if you look at the number that we have another 6 here. So we also can simplify the 6 with the 2. Okay, so I'm going to use screen. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 3, 6. Okay, so we have done for the number already. Now we continue with the rest of the variable. So I have one x here, but there's no x down here. So I cannot cancel the x and the x. So I'm going to cancel the y because I can see the y down here. Okay, so I simplify it, y with the y. Any z on top?
No.
No, right? So lastly, I need to write down my answer now. It's finished already. I just need to combine everything. 3 times 3 is
9.
9. So x and x times x equal to x squared
X.
over. So 1 multiplied by y times y is y squared. Multiplied by z, so it is y squared z. Okay, do we have to write down the 1 in front?
No.
No need, we need to write down in the simplest form. Simplest form is without 1. So we got the answer already. It is 9x squared over y squared z. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now we move on. Quiz time again. Be ready, yeah? You see the total of the mark over here. First group already 5. Second group 5. Third group 5. Fourth group 6. Fifth group 3. Oh, I'm so tired. Keep on talking here. So 6 is 4, 6, 7. Group 6 got 7 marks already. Group 7 got 6 marks. Group 8 got 3. Group 8 have to work harder. They are all the good students already. Everybody is good lah. I don't want to group you into this category. Okay, let's see the quiz. Be ready,
Oh,
This is here the skill practice. I'll just choose any of it. You let me know the answer. So this one you have to use mine. First question, the easiest one. Find the product of each of the following. Can you tell me what is the final answer for 3x times 5x cubed?
3x times 5x times 3x times 5x 3 times 3x.
Okay, that's not the answer because they didn't ask you to write down in a repeated multiplication form. They asked you to find out the product. Maksudnya, hasil darab. You give me the answer straight away without the multiplication form.
50.
50x4.
Who is that?
Hannah.
Hannah. Yes, Hannah, you got it right. It is equal to 15x to the power of 4. Okay, Hannah gained 1 point for the group. Hannah is in which group? Oh, group 5. 1 point for the group. Okay, we move on. Second question B, negative 4mn times 7m squared. How much is it?
Negative 28m cube n.
Oh, who is that?
Hannah.
Hannah again?
Yes.
Okay, Hannah, very good. You understand very well. It is negative 28 m cubed n. Yes, correct. Hannah, another point. Wow. Hannah, so 2 points now. Okay, next question. I'm not going to use the C. Find the quotient. Quotient means hasil bahagi. You need to divide right now. For this one, 4ab cubed divide by 6a squared b. You have to do this. 4ab cubed divide by 6a squared b. So you need to change to repeated multiplication. If you can get the answer fast, you can give it to me. This one, I will give 2 marks, 2 points for the group because you need more
3
help.
over 2. 2 over 3 a to the power of -1 b power of 2.
How is that? Is this your answer?
Yes.
Oh, 2 over 3 a to the power of -1 b 2. Okay, who answered the first one first?
2b squared over 3a squared.
2b squared over 3a.
2b squared over 3a. Both Magdalene and Alicia. 2b squared over 3a. This is your answer, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's check. So, if we write down in the repeated multiplication form, we will have 4 times a times b times b times b. I have to show you this. This is a longer method actually. But no matter how, you have to use this first. Okay. So we need to simplify it. So simplify 2 to 4, 2, 3, 6. A cancel with A, B cancel with B. Done already. So the answer will be 2b squared over 3a. Yes, Madeline got it right. Actually, the answer that is given, who gave this answer just now?
Michelle.
Michelle, okay. Actually, the answer given by Michelle is also correct. Nothing wrong. But then you haven't learned this yet in Form 1. In Form 3 only you learn this. Okay, because when a to the power of 1, it means the a is down here like this. So nothing wrong. All 3 of you will get 2 points for your group. So I'm going to add in. Okay, first is Alicia. Okay, Alicia on 4 points. Most of it is Alicia. Where are the rest? Not here. Okay, after that we have... where are they?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay, Michelle, 3 points already. And Magdalene. Wow, this group got 2% getting the mark for them. Magdalene got 2 points for the group. Okay, so we try to finalize. 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 1, 5. 4 plus 1, 5. And then 5 plus 5, 10. Wow, group 4 got 10 already. Then group 5, 3 plus 2, 5. So this is a 4 here. 4 plus 3, 7. And this group is still the same. No addition. The last group also the same. No addition. Okay. So we finished the whole lesson already for today. Do you still remember what did you learn? Do you remember what you learned? Can you summarize everything? First, what did you learn? Let's scroll back. What did you learn? This is the earliest one.
Right. Algebraic expression.
You have to simplify it, add and subtract. Okay, so this is the one we learn to add and subtract. Second, you learn the repeated multiplication. And the last one, you learn how to multiply and divide. Yes.